Hello there, this is Daniele from Toolchefs, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the new clip operators. For this video I'm going to use Maya, but the same workflow also applies to Houdini because we're going to just mainly use the Atoms UI. So as you can see here, I have a clip selected and then we have here a new section called clip operators where here there's a list of all the available clip operators. You can select any of them and press plus any number of times if you want, like that. And whenever you select a clip operator, here you can also change the name. So let's say operator 1 or give it a different name. And here it basically shows you the type. So when you select something from this list, the parameters for that operator will be shown. So for instance, here what you can do is like you can extend the clip by 20 frames. So this will just copy the last frame 20 times at the end of the clip. You can also prepend 20 frames by copying the first frame. You can apply a joint offset. So for instance, you can provide a joint name. So let's show the joint names. So let's say I want to provide an offset for the shoulder. So I'm gonna say left shoulder. And let's say I want to provide a rotate around the Y. 90 is a bit too much. Let's say 45 degrees. And this is basically an offset that get applied to like to all the frames of the clip. So anyway, this is just a nice way to add a bit of variation. So okay. So also we have the scene animation. I'm going to show you later in a second on another character, John's plan animation as well. Offset is just going to offset your clip. So actually let me register this one. I'm going to go with the idle offset. Let's say you can offset it by -50 on the Y. So you see basically it moved down off the grid, -100, something like that. So you can do this kind of things as well. Then you have a retimer, a treadmill, a velocity, and a velocity multiplier. So for the retime, actually probably makes more sense to show you on the walk. So the retime, you can provide a multiplier. You don't see the change for the retimer here in the Atoms UI because what we do is like we change the FPS of the clip. But if I go here, actually let me hide this one for a second, and I'm going to create a new agent group with a grid layout and a clip reader. So clip reader, okay, and host them and walk. So if I press play, you should be moving at half speed. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. So yeah, basically this is what you can do with the retime. And the treadmill, actually what it does is it removes the any movement on the selected axis. So Y basically we just remove any offset, any movement on the Y. Velocity is actually going to apply a velocity to your clip. If you have, for instance, a static clip and you want just to set a velocity for that clip, and also you have velocity multiplier. So let's say like that, we say, oh, I want this to go a bit faster, and that. And of course you have to be careful with the foot locking, because of course as you can see there, the feet are getting locked to the ground, and because the speed of the pelvis is too high, basically the legs are stretching quite a bit. So for instance, now I could actually let me disable the foot lock. So just we can see without the foot lock. So yeah, basically you see basically we change the velocity. Actually I can even make it go faster if we want. So this is basically a way in which you can change also the velocity with this clip operator. So now let's go actually with this clip here. So we have this is basically a fish skeleton, and I'm going to set a couple of parameters, and sorry, a couple of clip operators and their parameters to have like a nice animation. Just because this is just a static clip, so it's just, you know, it's just moving, like not moving at all. So I just want to add the animation entirely with the clip operator. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add first a joint spline animation, and I'm going to basically, I want to apply this animation on some joints. So I want the first one to be spine 1, which is down here. You don't see it because it's overlapping with the root, spine 1. And then the last one is spine 9. So basically what this operator does is creates sort of like a spline AK along these joints and animates them with a scene wave. So the direction is actually basically where the offset is being applied. So if you say 1, 0, 0, it means that basically the wave is going to be along the x-axis, so like that. The up vector is going to be y, and our up vector is going to be 0, 1, 0. So it's just going to, all the joints are always going to have that vector pointing up. The frequency, let's just put it to 0.3, and then 1.0 is the height. It should be fine. So let me draw the joint names and just press play. Sorry, this one should have been spine 9, not spine 3. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a joint scene animation, like that. I'm gonna use main, which is like the first joint under the root, and I want to apply basically some sort of movement on the X with the same frequency, and the height is gonna be 0.5. What's 0.3 the frequency? Actually, let me disable this joint spline animation just for a second. If I press play, this is basically what this operator, the joint scene animation, does. Okay, so combined the both of them, this is what we get. And finally, I want to set some velocity for my character. Sorry for this clip. So the fish is gonna have this velocity because, of course, before it was just static. So, but the velocity is something that you just see in the viewport, and you don't see it here in the clip viewer here. So I'm gonna hide this one. I'm gonna show this fish. Now if I press play, our fish is actually moving in space and being deformed with by the skeleton and by that animation that we just applied. Of course, having a handmade animation would be better, but if you don't have animators to make your clips, you can also use clip operators for making your clips. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.